my name is Ian and welcome to Planted. In this video I want to talk to you about what I'm doing in February to get a jump start on the season. Now if you have a greenhouse, now is the perfect time to start loading it up and adding all sorts of special plants so that they've got a long period of time in which to put out roots. Outside it can be high 30s, low 40s, but with the increased sun intensity, inside it can easily get to 65. Let me show you what I mean. This is a plant called Crinum, and you can see it's already putting out nice green shoots. So I'm going to dismantle this plant, separate it, and then replant it and put it back in the greenhouse so it will have 8 weeks of 65 degrees until mid-April, when I can start to really put it outside in the warmer weather. Let me show you. Just to be clear, my greenhouse is frost-free at night. The 65 degrees is the temperature it can get during the day. I've got two of these beautiful Crinum, and I really want to put them into one large pot. So we'll just start with this one first and see how we do. Now this was put in here last year to overwinter, and it comes as no shock to me to see the root ball collapse. But what I want to do is separate all of these. This is where we start to make new plants, and you will hear some cracking. Try and make sure that you have a few roots, but that is a little Crinum. There's not much root, but it will work. That'll do just fine. Now I've learnt to be optimistic with things like this. They have no root on, and you can see that they snapped off, but I'll pot those up separately. I fully expect to get some success. That's good. Look at that. That will grow beautifully. So we've got 5. Let's just keep working our way around. It's nice if you can tease them apart. The more roots the better. Yeah. And that is our original plant. This is a storage unit. So a plant like this, you might think you're being very rough to remove all of the side pups and then all the growing medium, but this plant's just fine. So this is the pot I want to use. Make sure that it's clear and can drain, and my goal is to plant this up to this height, full of this beautiful Crinum, and perhaps this year we'll be getting flowers on it. And this is where I have no issues using old potting medium. I know some people might frown upon that, but if they want to use old potting medium, they can do, and if they don't have to. Now, something to be mindful of, this is quite cold. This has been outside, and you want to do this on a warmer day and get this into your greenhouse as soon as you can. so that this can start to warm up. And this is the new medium. This is what will be touching the roots. Oh, look at that. Now, what I have to decide is, do I put this in the same pot? And I think the answer is I do. This one doesn't have anywhere near the number of pups on it. This is a little interloper plant called equisetum, which I like so much. If I could just separate it there. It's always a bit risky, because it's quite possible that all those roots could snap off. And if that happens, don't despair, keep going. So these are my two original bulbs, and we'll put them just off center. You don't want to come up high. It's tempting to put more potting mix in here, and you just don't need to do that. I might just leave that as a clump and plant it. When you start repotting, it might be cumbersome to start with, but the more you repot, hopefully the more intuitive it becomes. But I want you to get on with it. Get the plants in the pot and don't spend lots of time fiddling around. I put the 2 in the center and the 7 around the side, and it takes but a couple of minutes. Let's have a look at these little hospital plants. These may or may not grow. They'll each get put in their individual pot and put in the greenhouse. If a few die, it's not the end of the world. I've got plenty here that I know will grow very well. What I'm doing here is I'm maximizing my greenhouse. I want this entire pot, which has got 7 pups and 2 main plants inside it, to give me a very substantial, striking display. Lots of foliage and hopefully lots of flowers. This is a plant called Crinum Big Baby Boy, and this is what I want. Each of these spikes can have maybe 20 to 30 individual flowers on. This is going to get put into my greenhouse where it can grow at 65 degrees or thereabouts during the day. It'll be cooler at night, but I will have that day in, day out, and it's that momentum that could have this flowering this year. Thank you so much. Bye for now.